Hello everyone, welcome to the Ichimoku charts.com daily analysis for the Euro US dollar FX for Thursday, August 16th, 2012. Well, a continuation of the trend to the downside today, and a candle that's made a higher high but a lower low. So the previous downtrend doesn't change. To change the trend to the downside, we would have required a candle that made a higher high and a higher low. So technically no change of trend. But having said that, a very, very bullish candle and a very large white bodied candle. If we look at the size of the body on this candle, it's been quite some time since we've seen a candle or a white bodied candle of that size, and that could be significant for this market. It does suggest that there is good solid potential for this market to change trend to the upside. We saw the buyers take control of this market for today by closing up towards the high, and the buyers have made very solid net bullish progress. If we look to the 122.87 area, that's held once again as support, and it's held as support for 4 of the last 5 days. So that's a very, very solid area of support if we do see this market come off again. We also saw the trend line hold as support, as I suggested, roughly for the previous day. And we've seen the market bounce off there, and that does suggest that there is potential for the market to change trend and to test to higher levels. If we do see the market trend up, we do have a zone of solid resistance all through this area, extending up to 124 and then up to roughly the 124.50 area. We can see the shadows on these candles here where there was solid rejection. So that is some cause for concern about this market if it is going to rally. 124.55 also roughly coincides with where the top of the cloud is, and that will be very, very solid support if the market, very, very solid resistance if the market does trade up to that area. Now, in terms of the Fibonacci extension, and because the market is still in a downtrend, we're examining the relationship of the current downtrend and the lows here in the current downtrend, especially compared to the previous time the market was trending down, and once again we've seen upside price rejection from the 61.8% level. Previous days trading, we saw the market test exactly to that level, and the sellers lost some commitment. Today the sellers lost commitment once again, and the buyers took control of this market, so that does set this market up for a change of trend to the upside. And also looking at the Fibonacci retracement of the previous uptrend and solid rejection from the 122.71 area, the 78.6% level, testing almost down to the 100% level with solid upside price rejection, sets this market up for that change of trend. In terms of Ichimoku, we now have a market that's bullish in the faster time frames, bullish in the medium-term time frame by trading above the Kijun-sen and the pink line, and bullish in the fast-term time frame by now trading above the Tenkan-sen. Having said that, however, the market still is overall bearish by trading below the cloud, and it does suggest that the market has potential to continue rallying because of the bullish breakouts above these indicators, but the extent of that rally will be inhibited by the resistance offered by the cloud, especially up here at the moment around the 124.55 area. As this market continues trading through next week, the cloud, as we know, the resistance offered by the cloud is a dynamic area, and it is coming down to meet the market, so the resistance offered there is coming lower and lower as we extend further and further into time. So there is stronger potential as we trade into the next week for the market to find very solid resistance in a very short period of time, and perhaps sell off once again, so we do need to be aware of that. But we have a market that's certainly, even though we have a change of trend to the upside and downside, we are congesting to a degree, and we have very solid resistance overhead but very solid support down below. So I'd be hesitant to take any major positions based on this second time frame uptrend that the market's in, and the uptrend in the medium term time frame, because of this very decent resistance overhead, especially that offered by the cloud.